Hello everyone, welcome back to Let's Crack JEE in English, the channel of Unacademy, and I am Jeetendra Dixit. Here is my profile. So, just for a moment, let me check my voice, then we will begin. All right. So I think voice is nice. It's connected. Okay. So we will. Before we begin, let me tell you about the Unacademy subscription. So as you know, Unacademy is India's largest online learning platform. And if you are preparing for IIT-JEE, then you can have two types of subscriptions on Unacademy. One is Plus subscription, another is Iconic subscription. In Plus subscription, you get daily access to daily live classes of all the educators who are teaching on Unacademy, and you can also access all the tests, live tests, and quizzes. This is the Plus subscription, and these are the charges of Plus subscription. You can subscribe for 1, 3, 6, 12, 24 months. 12 and 24 months you can compare are the best packages because you get per month average per month very low in these two. And also if you're in class 11th or 12th, accordingly you can choose for 1 or 2 years, right? And you can use the referral code JEET1 to get instant 10% discount. Now this is the Iconic subscription, which is an Iconic subscription. You get all the benefits of Plus, and apart from that you get a personal coach who will guide you throughout your preparation for IIT-JEE. Your study planner will be customized, the test analysis will be done in a personalized manner. All right, so these are the additional benefits in Iconic subscription, and you can subscribe for 6 months, 12 months, and 24 months in Iconic subscription. 12 months it is 38,000, 12 months it is 65,000, 24 months it is 1 lakh. Okay, and you get 10% discount using the same code JEET1. All right, instant 10%. Now this is Unacademy's learning app, which you can download from Play Store, and after downloading it, yeah, you can access unlimited free content. Okay, after downloading this app, you can access unlimited free content on the platform without paying anything. Okay, so to access unlimited free content also you need to use a code. Now you can use the same code JEET1 to access that content. Okay, so Unacademy's, just a moment. Just a moment. We are starting now. Bhavesh, hello Jia. Tomorrow you will take the today there is no doubt session. Uh, Tomorrow there will be doubt session. Okay. Doubt session will be tomorrow. Today is a straight lines practice session. Okay, so we had a lot of things to discuss today. First thing is this ax square plus by square plus 2hxy plus 2gx plus 2fy plus c is equal to 0 represents a pair of straight lines. So I'm writing the remaining results, okay, today. If delta is equal to 0, what is this delta? Where delta is equal to A, B, C, H, G, F, H, G, F, alright? Or if you open it, it is ABC plus 2HGF minus AF square. In this form, you can remember this, minus BG square minus CH square, alright? This is the value. Symmetrical determinant, yes, Raghav ji. Alright, so this is the this is the value of delta. What is this delta? Delta is basically discriminant of this quadratic. If you make this a quadratic and write its discriminant, then that discriminant is delta. Because if delta is 0, then you will be able to factorize this equation into two. You'll get basically two linear factors. Okay. Shall I do some proving part of this or? Okay, Gia, I will tell you the proving part of this in some practice session. Okay, or maybe in some doubt session. Because homogenization also we need to finish today. All right. So see, this delta is a very important point. First of all, delta should be 0. If delta is 0, then this equation represents a pair of straight lines. And if delta is not 0, then it will be either a circle or maybe ellipse or maybe hyperbola or parabola. Okay. So any other conic. This 2-degree equation will represent the remaining curves. And further conditions will be there to differentiate between parabola, ellipse and hyperbola. But for straight lines, delta should be 0. Okay, delta is 0, then it's straight lines. Now, second point I'm asking you, this is equation number 1. Okay. Now 1 represents a line. Okay, because delta is 0. So if delta is equal to 0, then 1 represents two lines. Then now answer this equation of combined equation of lines combined which pass through origin and parallel to the lines given by 1. Can you answer this, Jia or Raghav? Can you answer this? Lines parallel to the lines passing through origin parallel to the lines given by the equation 1. Where do you need to substitute 0, 0? Where should I put 0, 0? Jia, can you think of it? Okay, I'll tell you. See, yesterday I was teaching you this. Where were you, Raghav? Yes, yes, yes. Yesterday I was teaching you this, that I told you this thing, that lines passing through origin and parallel to, okay, lines passing through origin are this ax square plus 2hxy plus by square is equal to 0. And if you shift this pair at some point, say h comma, say x1 comma y1, then its new equation becomes ax minus x1 square plus 2h x minus x1 y minus y1 and plus b into y minus y1 square. Okay, then when I expanded it, then I got this equation ax square plus 2hxy plus by square. This part was same, 2 degree part was same in this equation also. Then you get some other terms also, 2gx plus 2fy plus c is equal to 0, right? So this part, this 2 degree part is same. Can you see that? So in the reverse order, we can say that combined equation of lines passing through origin and parallel to the lines given by this equation will be ax square plus 2hxy plus by square is equal to 0. Are you able to relate it, Gia? This line L1 is parallel to L1 dash and L2 is parallel to L2 dash. They are same. So lines passing through origin and parallel to this equation 1, parallel to equation 1 is given by this equation 2. Okay, simple, very simple. All right, Raghav. Okay. So now you can relate it. Good. Second point is, now because we understand this thing, that whenever a general equation is given, then its 2 degree part will give you the parallel lines passing through origin, right? Whenever you have such equation like any equation like 3x square plus 6xy minus y square plus 2x plus 2y plus c. I'm taking c because delta should be 0. Okay, so this represents two lines. So this represents two lines. Then you can ask what is c. So c you can find using that delta which I have just written. Putting delta is equal to 0, you'll get a relation, you'll get c, right? So he can ask for delta. Then he can ask questions like this. What is the angle between the lines? So angle between these two lines is same as angle between these two lines, right? Can you see that? And angle between these two lines is basically, we know the formula, 2 under root of. Do you remember that? So you can use the same formula, okay? Yes. So I am writing that formula, okay? So angle between the lines given by ax square plus 2h xy plus by square plus 2gx plus 2fy plus c is equal to 0. I'm writing this in brackets, is same as angle between the lines given by ax square plus 2hxy plus by square, because these lines are parallel to the lines given by this general equation. All right, so yes, you can apply that formula. This angle theta and this angle is also theta, so we know tan theta is equal to 2 under root of h square minus ab upon a plus b. That means if angle between the lines is same, then condition of parallel lines and condition of perpendicular lines will also remain same. That means if h square is equal to AB, then lines will be parallel. Now lines will be parallel. It's not necessary that they will be coincident, okay? They might not be coincident. They can be parallel in this case, okay? But in the first case, because they both were passing through origin, so they should have been coincident, right? So we have written coincident there. Now we are writing parallel, okay? Second part, if A plus B is equal to 0, then lines are mutually perpendicular. Mutually perpendicular, is that okay? Now the third one. If if h square is less than AB, then slopes of lines you can see will not be real. Okay, that's the same condition which you were applying there. Lines to have real slopes. Okay, so if h square is more than AB, then lines will be of real slope. Okay, I'll write it in separate. Is this okay? Have we got these 2 points? Parallel lines and perpendicular line, condition for parallel line and perpendicular lines given by this general equation. All right. Now see, now if okay, ax square plus 2hxy plus by square plus 2gx plus 2fy plus c is equal to 0. Okay, this represents two lines if first condition delta is equal to 0 and h square is more than AB. Okay, delta is 0. Okay, if delta is equal to 0 and let me write this condition separately. If delta is equal to 0, it will represent two lines. Okay, always. Now if h square is more than the AB, that means lines are of real slopes. Okay, real slopes. H square is greater than or equal to AB. Second, if h square is less than AB, then lines will be of imaginary slopes. Lines will be of imaginary slopes. Okay. So for real lines, condition is delta is 0 and h square is more than or equal to 0. For real and non-parallel lines, it is h square is more than AB. Equality will be, you'll have to remove equality also. Delta is 0 and h square is more than AB for real and non-parallel lines. Is that okay? I'll try to finish as much as I can. So are you guys getting it now? So far? All right. Now I'll give you one question. Find C if 2x square plus 5xy plus 3y square plus 6x plus 7y plus c is equal to 0 represents a pair of straight lines and also find the angle between them. Okay, So we'll do 2-3 questions first, and then again we'll continue theory. So first do this. 3 questions, very, very important. What is the value of C, by the way, first of all? Also separate the lines. Okay, so we'll also learn how to separate the lines. Are you getting C? Got? Have you guys got this C? C is coming out to be 0. No, it's not 0. Okay, let me write the values first. A is equal to 2, H is equal to 5 by 2, B is equal to 3, C is equal to C, and G is equal to 3, and F is equal to 7 by 2. Okay, so let's put these values here. So it is A, B, C. So A is 2 into 3 into C plus 2, H is 5 by 2, G is 3, and F is 7 by 2, minus AF square, so 2 into F square is 49 by 4, minus BG square, so 3 into G square is 9, minus C H square is 25 by 4. Alright, this should be 0. So put this as equal to 0. Simplify it. First, this is the term of C and this is also the term of C. Combine them. 6 minus 25 by 4 is basically minus C by 4. 24 minus 25 by 4. Okay. Now combine these terms. This is 15 into 7 is 105 by 2. This if you cancel is minus 49 by 2, and this is 27, that's it, is equal to 0. Okay, multiplied by 4, then C is equal to, it is coming out to be 210 minus, it is 49 into 2 is 98, minus 27 into 2, 54, 27 into 4, sorry, so that is going to be 108. This is the value, minus 108. Now if I calculate it, I can see this value is going to be 4. So C is equal to 4 is the answer actually. This is the right answer. C is equal to 4. Yes. Students, do calculation mistake in this. So just do it carefully. Write the values of A, B, C, H, G, F carefully. And then got it, Gio? Now applying the angle is a simple thing. Tan theta is equal to 2 under root of H square minus AB. So H square is 25 by 4 minus AB is 6 divided by A plus B. So A plus B is 2 plus 3. So it is going to be 1 by 4, so 1 by 2, and it is 1 by 5. Yes, so theta is tan inverse, that is right. Theta is tan inverse of 1 by 5. That is okay. Now you need to separate the lines. So how to separate the lines? Lines given by 2x square plus 5xy plus 3y square plus 6x, 3y square plus 6x plus 7y plus we have got 4, right, is equal to 0. Yeah. How to separate the lines? So there are two methods to separate the lines. Method number one is, can you tell me how to separate the lines? Can somebody tell me? Raga or Jia? How would you do factorization? Can you factorize this? Okay. To write the equation of a line, we need a point and slope. Okay. So we know, okay, how to find the point of intersection. This point. So this point of to find the point of intersection. Do you remember that point? to find the point of intersection of lines given by this equation 1. Solve this. Del y del x s of xy, do you remember that? Differentiate this with respect to x partially, so you'll get this 4x plus 5y plus 6 is equal to 0, okay? And del y, but these are not the lines, okay? These are not the lines which are represented by 1. These are just two lines passing through the points of intersection, okay? Two relations of centers, point of intersection, sorry. Now differentiate with respect to y, so this is 5x plus 6y plus 7 is equal to 0. Yeah, Raghav, do you know these relations, how to find the point of intersection? We differentiate these equations partially with respect to x and with respect to y, and then we solve them. So this is a method to find the center of any curve, and in case of pair of straight lines, it is the method to find the point of intersection. I have explained this method in the previous lecture, so if you have not seen it, you can watch that video, okay? You can watch that video later. Now we'll solve it. So to solve it, we'll multiply 6 in this equation, 5 in this equation, we'll subtract. So this 24 minus 25 is minus x. This y wala term will get cancelled. This is 36 minus 35. 36 minus 35 is plus 1 is equal to 0. So x, we are getting x is equal to 1. Very nice. And what is y? Y is not that nice. Alright, whatever it is. Minus 2 by 5. See the calculation. It is 1 comma minus 2 by 5. Let me put it. Yeah, no. 1 comma, no, it doesn't seem good. Oh, sorry, this is minus 2, not minus 2 by 5. What am I doing? It is minus 2. It is minus 2, okay? So 1 comma minus 2. We have got the point of intersection, okay? Good. Now we need slopes. So this was the method to find the point of intersection. Now how to find slopes? Can you tell me how to find slopes? So slopes of lines given by 1, because lines given by 1 are parallel to the line given by, okay? So lines parallel to 1 and passing through origin. Are given by this equation, 2x square plus 5xy plus 3y square is equal to 0. So if we get the slopes of these lines, the same slopes will be lines given by equation 1. Is that okay? Are you understanding this point? Because these are parallel lines, okay? If you pick 2-degree homogeneous part, then that will represent two parallel lines but passing through origin, right? These are two lines passing through 1 comma minus 2. Is that okay? So using this is a relation from which we are going to get slopes. So whatever slopes these lines will have, line number 2 pair number 2, the same slopes will be of lines given by 1. Okay, so how to write the equation of slope? Just divide it by x square, then this will be 3m square plus 5m plus 2 is equal to 0. Then you can factorize it, 3m square plus 3m plus 2m plus 2, and this is going to be 3m m plus 1 plus 2 into m plus 1 is equal to 0. So it is m plus 1 into 3m plus 2, alright, is equal to 0. So m is equal to minus 1 or minus 2 by 3, alright. Yes, good. Now we can write the equations. So first line is y plus 2 is equal to minus 1 into x minus 1. If I simplify it, it is going to be x plus it is going to be x plus y plus 1 is equal to 0. Alright. The second line is y plus 2 is equal to minus 2 by 3 x minus 1. So if I simplify this one, is going to be 2x plus 3y plus 6 and minus 2 is plus 4 is equal to 0. Alright. Line number 1, line number 2. These are the lines. So we have got the lines. We have separated the lines. Okay. Now I'll tell you the second method. I'm not going to leave anything. 2x square plus 5xy, 2x square plus 5xy plus 3y square plus 3y square plus, what was this, 6x plus 7y, 6x plus 7y plus 4 is equal to 0. Actually, the derivation which I have not done for delta, I did not explain the delta. Now, while using the second method, I'll tell you the delta also. Okay. So what we do to separate, if this equation represents a pair of straight lines, then we can first make a quadratic in x or y. So I'm making a quadratic in x, 2x square plus, now club these two terms of x. So 5y plus 6 into x, and the remaining terms as constant, 3y square plus. Alright. Now you can write the value of x. So x is equal to minus of, using Shridharacharya formula of quadratic equation, formula of roots. So 5y plus 6 minus b plus minus under root of, so under root of 5y plus 6 the whole square minus 4ac. So it is going to be 8 times of 3y square, 8 times of, this is 3y square plus 7y plus 4 is equal, divided by 2a. Sometimes this is an easier method to separate the lines. 2a is 4. Now listen to this carefully. That delta, now if this equation, if equation number 1 represents two straight lines, then this must be a perfect square. The term inside the square root must be a perfect square, because if it is not a perfect square, then linear expression will not come out, and if linear will not come out, then linear plus linear will not become linear. But if it becomes a perfect square, then obviously it's a quadratic, and you see this inside the under root, it's a quadratic in y. And if it becomes a perfect square, that means it will be a square of a linear expression of y, and linear expression of y plus another linear expression of y. So you'll get x is equal to linear expression of y, and yes, that will represent these straight lines. If it comes out to be x is equal to some linear expression of y. But if it is not linear, it is if this quadratic is not a perfect square, then under root of that will not be linear. That means it won't be representing a line. So this quadratic must be a perfect square. This must be a perfect square. And when is the quadratic a perfect square? So quadratic is a perfect square when its discriminant is 0. That discriminant is basically delta. When you write the general equation, then you will apply the condition here that delta should be 0 to make it a perfect square, and that delta is basically that ABC plus 2HGF minus AF square minus BY BF my AF square minus BG square minus C H square is equal to 0. That delta is basically discriminant of this quadratic. In this case, it will automatically be a perfect square. Why? Because it is already representing a straight line. So you don't need to do anything. This will be a quadratic uh, which will represent a pair of straight lines. Otherwise, you are doing a mistake. Guys, have you guys got it? Have you guys got the explanation, or do I need to explain it again? So the proving part of delta is equal to 0, which I was supposed to explain later, is actually this. When you separate the lines using this method, it will become x is equal to minus of linear expression of y plus minus under root of quadratic expression of y, and that quadratic expression must be a perfect square. So to make it perfect square, the discriminant of that quadratic should be 0, and discriminant of that quadratic is nothing but delta. Alright, so if delta becomes 0, then that quadratic becomes a perfect square, and linear expression of y comes out of this square root, and linear plus another linear of y becomes a line. X is equal to linear expression of y. Alright, so that is the logic. Raghav G, are you getting it? Now in this case, it will automatically be a perfect square. You don't need to do anything. You don't need to check discriminant or anything. So let's keep doing it. It is going to be a perfect square, and we are going to separate the lines easily. Plus minus of. Now let's write it. This is 25y square. This is minus 24y square. So it will be y square. Now it is 5 into 2 into y. So 60y. Yeah, 60y, and it is 56, so minus 4y. Then it is 36, and it is 32, so plus 4. Can you see this? It's a perfect square. Simple perfect square. Now it is minus of 5x plus 6 plus minus of y minus 2 will come out, right? Divided by 4. So x is equal to, if you take plus sign, it is minus 5x plus 6 plus y minus 2 divided by 4. So you'll get the first line I'm writing, 4x is equal to minus 4y and plus 4. Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. This is minus 6. I'm doing a lot of calculation here nowadays. Is that so? Yes, actually. So minus 6 and minus 6 and minus 2 is minus 8. 4 you can cancel, so finally you can write x plus y plus 2 is equal to 0. All right, this is the same line, right, which we were getting earlier. And the second line is x is equal to minus 5x minus 6 minus y plus 2 divided by 4, and that will give you so 4x plus 6y minus plus 4 is equal to 0. So you'll get 2x plus 3y plus 2 is equal to 0. I hope we are getting this line. You are getting this line, huh? Let's check. 2x plus 3y plus 2. Yeah, 2x plus 3y plus 4 we were getting. So we have done some mistake somewhere. Actually, the mistake was 6 minus 2. This is perfect. Then it should be 4 here. What am I doing again? Minus 6 and plus 2 is minus 6, and minus 6 and plus 2 is minus 4. Again, there is some error. 2x plus 3y plus 2. 2x plus 3y uh, 2x plus 3y plus 4 and it is 2x 2x plus y. Acha, okay. Oh, okay, okay. What are you saying? What होना चाहिए? It should be okay. After 4x क्या होना चाहिए? I'm not able to find. Oh, it's not of getting old, Mr. Raghav. It's not that. Actually, I am a little tired today. I couldn't get proper sleep last night, and I'm taking sessions since morning, and I still have 2 more sessions in the evening, and that's why. Okay, you find out the mistake first. You are too young, huh? Now find out the mistake. No, 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 not that. It was something else. It was online only, but something else. Hey, where's the mistake? Why the second line is different? Second line is different or both the lines are different? Let me check. The first line was x plus constant. There's an error of constant. Why? X plus y is equal to 1. We are getting double constant. The value of constant is double. It is half in one of. In which one? Hello, Devijyoti. Both are different. What is this 60y? Where are we getting that 6? Wait a minute. Five x plus 6 whole square is 25 square minus 24, so it is y square, and then plus 60 minus 54 is Gia, you got it right. I also got it. Plus 4y. It should be y plus 2. Yes, Raghav is only doing commenting. Huh? He is not able to find it out. Y plus 2. Y plus 2, and this is going to be, no, it will be perfect. Huh? So it will be minus 4 here, and there is a correction now. It was y plus 2 whole square. That was the error. Plus 4. Okay. The next one. What was this is this plus 6, minus 6, and minus 2. Minus 6 and minus 2. This is minus 2, alright? This is 8. Now we'll get both the lines correct. This is 1 and this is 4. Alright? Now perfect. So now can you see? Alright? A small mistake. Have you got guys, have you got both the methods, okay, to separate the lines? We still have 2 types of questions remaining. And homogenization, I think, will not be possible today, so maybe we'll do homogenization tomorrow. I'll keep a separate session for that. But we will continue. We are continuing. Let us finish this part. 2-degree general equation. All right. Okay. Now I'll give you another question. Write the combined equation of lines which pass through x1, y1 and are parallel to lines given by. So it's a simple, straightforward logical question, no calculation at all. Ax square plus 2hxy plus by square plus 2gx plus 2fy plus c is equal to 0. We need to write the combined equation of lines which pass through x1, y1, a given point. It is somewhere, it can be anywhere, but not origin certainly, and are parallel to the lines given by these two. So basically what we need to do is, I'll show you the diagram. Combined equation of two lines is given. Okay, these two lines are given. We need to find the equation of lines which are parallel to these lines like this, but they pass through a different point x1 comma y1. Okay, this is x1 comma y1, and this point we do not know this point. And as I'm telling you, because numerical values are not given, so do not try to find this point and then you start shifting. You need to do shifting, but how to do it? Okay, one liner. It's a very, very good question. You should have the clarity of shifting. Getting it? What's the answer? Shall I tell you then? एक्स को एक्स माइनस वन से रिप्लेस करना है जैसे शिफ्टिंग को कर्व में करते थे. बट इन दिस इक्वेशन आर यू प्लानिंग टू पुट एक्स इज इक्वल टू एक्स माइनस वन and y is equal to y minus 1 in this equation? So you mean this curve will be shifted here? In any curve, if you replace x by x in any curve, if you replace x by x minus 1, then it will translate rightwards by x1 units, okay, and y by y minus 1, then upwards by y unit. So it will be translated like x1 in this direction and y1 in this direction. So this point will reach here. Why would it reach here? Are you understanding? Jia, are you understanding the mistake? If this curve would have been, if curve number 1 would have been at origin, then after shifting, then after replacing x by x minus 1 and y by y minus 1, you would get this curve number 2. But if you directly put x is equal to x minus 1 and y is equal to y minus 1 in curve number 1, then it will shift right and then up. It won't reach to that point x1 y1. This point of intersection P will not reach to this point. Are you understanding this thing first of all? I want you to analyze this first. So what you need to do is, first you bring this curve to origin. How would you bring it? If you bring this curve to origin, then it will look like this. What is the equation of this one dash, or maybe let's say this is 2, this is 2 and this is 3, okay? We need to get 3, but first we are writing the equation of 2. Okay, so what is the equation of 2? This is first. Tell me the... Yeah, so first we'll bring the curve to the origin and then we will replace. Yes, Raghav. So first we'll write this 2-degree homogeneous part. This represents two lines parallel to the given lines, combined equation of lines parallel to the lines given by 1 and passing through origin is given by ax square plus 2hxy plus by square, okay, is equal to 0. So now we have got the equation of this pair. Now in this curve we will replace x by x minus 1 and y by y minus 1. So this will translate x1 units rightwards and y1 units upwards. So x1 rightwards means this point will reach here, and then y1 upwards, okay? And the point which is at origin will reach to this point. Are you understanding it? Now equation number 3 is going to be a times of x minus x1 square plus 2h x minus x1 into y minus y1 plus b times of y minus y1 square is equal to 0. Okay, this is the answer. Now tell me, you guys got it? All right, good. Now combined equation of angle bisectors of the lines given by combined equation of angle bisectors of the line given by ax square plus 2hxy plus by square plus 2gx plus 2fy plus c is equal to 0. Okay, so we need to write the combined equation of the lines, combined equation of the angle bisectors. Think about it. It's easy. Again, we are going to use that parallel lines through origin. We know the angle bisectors of those, right? So these are the lines. We can write the equation of this pair, right? This is our pair number 1, and this is second pair which we can write, okay, given by this 2-degree part. Now we know the combined equation of angle bisectors of lines given by 2. Say these are the bisectors. Let me write the with it yellow color. This is one of the bisector, and this is the another bisector. Okay, so equation number 2 is given by ax square plus by square plus 2hxy is equal to 0. Now combined equation of its bisectors. Yes, we'll find the angle bisectors of the curve passing through origin and then we'll shift it. बिल्कुल सही है, very good. Combined equation of bisectors of 2, okay, is given by a times x square minus y square upon a minus b is equal to xy upon h. Now we are going to shift this yellow lines at this point, but we need point, right? First of all, we need point. Yeah, so that's a task. You'll have to find that point first. Okay, this is this was a third. This is third equation. Okay, combined equation of third lines, and this is fourth. Okay, we need fourth combined equation of these lines. So to get this, let point of intersection of lines given by 1 is x1 y1. Okay, I've taken this point x1 y1, so let's take this point x1 y1. We know how to find these points using partial differentiation, right? We'll differentiate partially with respect to x and with respect to, I'll get two linear relations, we'll solve them, we'll get this point. After getting this point, we are going to shift. Now to get angle bisectors of 1, shift third curve number 3 at x1 y1, right? Are you getting this now? So what is the final answer? So final answer is going to be x minus x1 whole square minus y1 whole square. We are going to shift this one, right? Yes, shifting. Divided by, so x is replaced by x minus x1, y is replaced by y minus y1, divided by a minus b is equal to x minus x1 into y minus y1 divided by h. Okay, so this is the equation of angle bisectors. So whatever we did in 2-degree homogeneous equations, we are using all those things. The only thing which we needed to understand is that how did we get this general equation? Okay, by shifting the 2-degree homogeneous equation. If we understood that relation, then we can relate all these things easily. All right, Jim, you got it? All right. I want to give you one last question. Just wait. All right, let me frame it. Okay. Find the distance between the lines given by this. Okay, so I've already given, I have already told you that this represents a line, right? You don't need to check. And distance between lines means what? In which case he will ask you this question. Distance between the lines given by. Can you tell me the case? Can you tell me some specifics about these lines? Yes, of course. Lines should be parallel. And how do you check that lines are parallel given by this equation? How do you check that? How do you check that? H square is equal to AB. So you can see H is 2, A is 1, B is 4. So H square is equal to AB, okay? Try this one. Tell me the answer. Are you guys trying it? Oh, very nice, very nice, very nice. Good, Gia, very good. That's the right answer. And it's very easy to separate parallel lines actually. It's very easy to separate parallel lines. This part will always become a perfect square, okay? So you can see this is, you can write x because h square is equal to ab, that means this is a perfect square. Discriminant of this quadratic is 0 basically. So x plus 2y the whole square, right? And the same linear expression will get here also. So you can see if you take 3 common, this is x plus 2y and plus 2 is equal to 0. So if you take x plus 3y is equal to t, then this is written t square plus 3t plus 2 is equal to 0. So you'll get t plus 1 into t plus 2 is equal to 0. Alright. So you'll get t is equal to t plus 1 is equal to 0. This is one line. Or t plus 2 is equal to 0. Now put the value of t. So it is x plus 3y plus 1 is equal to 0. Oh, it was not root 5 or root 10 actually. Sorry, yeah, root 5. I did the mistake again. X plus 2y, alright. Plus 1 and x plus 2y plus 2 is equal to 0. Now you can see this C1 minus C2. So distance is C1 minus C2 upon under root of a square plus b square. So 1 plus 4. So that is 1 by root 5. Alright. Got it? Got it, Raghav? You can always separate like this, okay? This is the easiest case to separate the lines, parallel lines, okay? If lines are, if h square is equal to ab, make this part a perfect square, and whatever, it will be a perfect square of a linear expression of x and y. The same linear expression you get here also, okay? So that you can put this is equal to t, and it will become a quadratic in t, and you can find the numerical values of t easily. What's the doubt? 2x plus y into 2x plus y. What? Plus m. X coefficient will be 2 plus 2m. X coefficient will be what? 2l plus 2m. What? I'm not getting 2l plus. What is this 2l and 2m? What do you mean by that? I'm not getting your point. What is 2l and 2m? Are you assuming some lines and then multiplying them and then comparing that equation with this? Are you doing that? सर वो टू लाइंस को रिप्रेजेंट करके oh you are assuming two lines. No need to assume, that will be lengthier. You can assume, but you can assume and then compare and then find the coefficient. So it's better to write, separate the lines first. It's easy to separate. You can see this method. Yeah, I got a point. Are you assuming these lines lx plus my plus n is equal to 0 and lx plus my plus n dash is equal to 0 and then multiply them and then compare it with this like this? No, don't do that. You can do that. You can do that to get the formula. Actually, there's a formula for distance between the parallel lines. Directly you can apply that formula. I'll tell you that formula, and derivation of that formula can be done now. But I don't find that formula necessary. Like ax square plus 2hxy plus by square plus 2gx plus 2fy plus c is equal to 0 represents parallel lines. Parallel lines. Then h square is equal to ab, right? Now you can assume lines. Let lines are y is equal to mx plus c1 and y is equal to mx plus c2. All right. If you multiply them, it is mx combined equation. Write the combined equation using these lines: mx minus y plus c1 into mx minus y plus c2. And if you open it, it is going to be like this: mx minus y the whole square plus c1 plus c2 into mx minus y plus c1 c2 is equal to 0. To compare in this form, you need to write this as a perfect square. You can write this equation as ax square plus, put the value of h. H is actually under root of ab. So 2 under root of ab, it can be plus or minus xy plus b y square, because this part is a perfect square, plus 2gx plus 2fy plus c is equal to 0. Hello minus. And this can be written as root a x plus root by the whole square plus 2gx plus 2fy plus c is equal to 0. And then you can divide by root coefficient of y also, because if you divide by coefficient of y, then you will get this root of a upon root of b. All right, x plus y, okay, the whole square, because you are dividing by b, so it is going to be 2g upon b into x plus 2f upon b into y plus c is equal to 0. You can make the coefficient of y positive here also in this formula, or maybe you can do one thing. You can take this plus minus, no problem. Plus minus, okay, plus minus. So plus minus. Now you can compare these two equations, this equation and this equation. And by comparing, you can find C1 plus C2 and C1 and C2, and then you can derive that formula. But memorizing that formula, I mean, solving in this way is better than memorizing that formula. All right. In this way, you can compare and you can find C1 plus C2 and C1 into C2. But not advisable. Okay. Now this part is done. Yes, this part is done. Just one last thing, and then we will discuss it tomorrow. Shall we do the homogenization also today? Prove this. All right. Prove this one first. We'll think about that homogenization all apart. We'll do it tomorrow, because that's an important part. So we'll do it आराम से. Jia, have you done it? How did you prove it, Raghav? Raghav, can you explain just one line? How did you do it? Why did you put f square minus bc is equal to 0 and g square is equal to ac? Why did you do that? Center is not 0, 0. I mean, point of intersection is not 0, 0. Yes. See, condition for parallel lines. Condition for parallel lines. I am proving it, okay? Condition for parallel lines is h square is equal to ab, and 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 delta is equal to 0 for this equation to represent two lines. Okay, delta should be 0. We need to combine these two conditions. So delta is what? Delta is abc plus 2hgf minus af square minus bg square minus ch square is equal to 0. If you put h square is equal to ab, then this is abc plus 2, put h is equal to ab, so it is plus minus of under root of ab gf minus af square minus bg square minus c, h square is ab, so this abc and abc will get cancelled, and you will get this. You will get af square plus bg square plus minus of 2 under root of ab fg is equal to 0, which can be written as root af plus minus of root bg the whole square is equal to 0, and in this way you'll get root af is equal to plus minus of root bg, and after squaring this you'll get af square is equal to bg square. I hope now you would understand it. Basically, you need to combine both the conditions. Condition for this equation to represent two lines, and lines are parallel. Got it? This is not a result to remember. This is this is a question which they ask in objective form, so you can prove it easily. I'm not saying this to remember, to memorize it. Memorize only these conditions. Delta 0 h square is equal to b. This you can prove easily. Got it now? Now I'm giving you one last question. One last. Shall I? Find the condition. Now this condition can be given in objective form. So I'm asking you to find the condition. Find the condition if lines given by ax square plus 2hxy plus by square plus 2gx plus 2fy plus c is equal to 0 intersect on x-axis. So lines are intersecting on x-axis like this. So this is x-axis. That means the point of intersection is lying on x-axis. Like this. Understood the problem? This is the last question. We need to find the condition, the kind of condition we just derived. Hello, Vinkant, Kaushik. So the point of intersection is lying on x-axis. How would you derive the condition? What is the syllabus for JEE Advanced 2021 mock test conducted by Unacademy on Sunday? Oh, that I'm not aware of. Sorry, Vinkant, I don't know that. Yeah, first of all, you should put y is equal to 0. If you put y is equal to 0, see, if you put y is equal to 0, you will get a quadratic ax square plus 2gx plus c is equal to 0. And what does this quadratic represent in general? This quadratic will give you two roots. Which two roots? Where these two lines are going to intersect the x-axis in general, right? In general, you are going to get these 2 points, x1 and x2. Okay, but now when this point of intersection P lies on x-axis, then what will happen? Think about it. What are you guys doing? I'm saying just put y is equal to 0. It will give you a quadratic. If you solve this quadratic, if this quadratic has two distinct roots, that means these two lines are meeting the x-axis at two distinct points. But in our case, are they meeting the x-axis at two different points? What? क्या सही है? I'm not understanding. You have not written anything. What are you asking, Raghav? G square is equal to AC. Yeah, G, your answer is correct. So yeah, discriminant of this quadratic should be 0. Why? Because these 2 points are actually identical. X1 is equal to x2. In this case, x1 is equal to x2, right? Upper you wrote result. Where upper? I can't see your result. I can't see your result. Jia, can you see that? So if you put discriminant do G the whole square minus 4 AC is equal to 0, so you'll get this G square is equal to AC. All right. This is the result which you have written in the previous question. You had written, okay. And if lines intersect on y-axis, then what is going to be the result? If lines intersect on y-axis, then what is going to be the result? In that case, it is going to be f square is equal to BC. Are you understanding it? Venice. I can't see even who is Venice. Wayne Kant is there. Okay. देखो, I can see इतने सारे results कैसे याद रखें? Then you have written okay. Then you written is it correct? So I don't know. I haven't got your result. Maybe there's some error in chat box or what. Forget it. Forget it. So f square is equal to BC if lines are intersecting on y-axis, and if lines are intersecting at origin, then G square will be AC and f square will be BC, which he has written actually. You wrote this result in the beginning, I think somewhere when I was asking for parallel lines. G square is equal to AC and f square is equal to BC means lines are intersecting at origin. All right, the intersection point is origin. When G square is equal to AC and f square is equal to BC. All right, guys, got it ना? समझ आ गया? ठीक है? All right, so we'll continue tomorrow. Tomorrow I'll cover homogeneous equation. Okay. So, all right. Chalo, thank you very much, and also like the videos before you leave. ध्यान से, all right. Thank you very much. See you tomorrow. I'll take circles के enough lectures. Let's see how much. I'll finish it completely by this month. G, are you going to attend the circles? Abhi I have one more lecture. Jia, you have done circles, Jia, or all right, okay. Okay then, see you tomorrow. Chalo. Bye bye, take care. Okay. हाँ, आज स्ट्रेट लाइन का सेशन भी है 9 o'clock पे. ओके, डू अटेंड दैट प्रैक्टिस सेशन. चलो बाय.